All right, all right, all right. How are y'all doing today? Happy Valentine's Day. I hope everybody is having the most fantabulous day. I hope that if you have someone special that your back was worn out, blown out, flipped upside down, and turned around last night because you deserve, okay? And if you're not doing that, if you're being abstinent like Brittany and Devontae, then that's your business too. I hope in your mind that you got twisted upside down and turned around too, okay? So I just hope that y'all having a good Valentine's Day and that you're having a good Saturday. I'm sorry that I sound crazy because I am in fact sick. But we're gonna get through this, all right? But I'm so excited. We are here for another installment of Love is Blind, the show that you guys continue to say that you're not gonna watch again next season. But what are y'all doing? You're right back here. So I am going to introduce two of my faves. Okay, we got a new face that we're bringing to the round table. I'm so excited about it. But first, I got to invite our spiritual advisor, our pastor, our counselor, our moral compass of these discussions. I got to invite my boo real James to the stage. Hi, James.
Let's go, Sharonda. Hello, hello. I am so happy to be here with you. The minute I got sent the screeners, I'm like, all right, Sharonda, time to make that text. Like, we got to get it going again. Like, I am so pumped to talk
James
Love is Blind with you.
did send a text. Like, what are you doing?
I did, because I'm trying to be a good friend here. I'm
Okay,
just trying to keep everyone accountable.
and you are. All right.
Thank you.
So next up, I'm really excited because we have a new face to our panel today. Okay. She is probably one of the funniest people that you have seen on social media, like always calling everyone everything but their real name. But I'm actually gonna call her by her government name, which is ironic. But I just want to give a warm welcome to Lady LBish, aka Ainsley. How you doing, boo? Good morning.
Hey, my love. That was the most chaotic intro, and I love that.
You know what? I'm here for her. Okay. So I'm here
We're
for
in for a good time.
I'm excited. All right. Now it feels like people don't know that this season has aired. So I don't know. What are your reactions to what you've been seeing so far on social media? Do you feel like the girls are like dialed in that the new season is dropped or what?
I don't. I
Mm.
I don't
don't.
either. I
Yeah, I'll
think
be.
it's a very niche thing happening right now with
Yeah.
like the conversations.
And the one thing too, I'll like piggyback off of that too, Ainsley. I think people who love Love Is Blind, like Die Hard, are all about it. They knew season 10 was on the way. Like us three, we knew it was coming. But like people who just sort of wait on a notification or something to pop on their home feed on Netflix,
Hmm.
I feel bad, but like there really was no hype for this season. And again, it's because of the location. If they would have done season 10 in Miami, oh, forget it. That it would have blew up. But no, they had
After
to do
the
season.
Super Bowl, too? Oh, yeah, it would have been
Oh, you're
crazy.
right. Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
because they would have capitalized on that hype. Oh yes, and that's the issue with me is like Ohio. The minute I heard Ohio, I said they got cornfields.
Okay.
Not cornflakes.
Like we have nothing else. See, surrounded to your
See, I
point.
didn't know a new season
Hmm.
dropped. Exactly. I do think it's very niche, but I will say from the conversations that I am seeing, I think everybody kind of has the same consensus when it comes to Tyler, Kia, and Kevin.
Hmm.
That whole trio agitated my edges, truly. Kevin agitated my spirit in a way that I cannot put into words at this at this moment.
I will say, I think that whole like pod love triangle is what is getting people into the season. They're hearing about it after week one
For
Yeah,
dropped.
sure.
Yeah, and I think that's what's happening. And I know we're gonna definitely talk about that, right, Sharonda?
yeah, we are. You know, let me like warm our voice up a little bit before we get into that because I sense myself getting angry when I have to talk about
Oh,
certain people in that love triangle. Uh,
yeah.
so we can start easy. Like actually, Ainsley, you're new, so we're gonna give you first choice on which couple you would like to talk about.
Oh, I don't know if it's necessarily a couple that I want to talk about, but I need to talk about Brie. I need to talk about the whole needing to sit down and have this conversation and needing a part two and a part three. That was very odd to me. Like it gave like you still were trying to see if that door was open, which there's a lot of that going on now that they're like all in my or in where are they at? Cancun? They're in Cancun
Yeah,
together?
it's like Cabo or
Cabo, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think. Go ahead.
no, what were you saying?
No, I think that I thought the whole interaction with her, like, needing or wanting to have some type of closure with Chris was just weird in general. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like she made the right choice, with Connor, and especially because she was so, like, sure of her choice that she, like, went to end things and they amicably,
Exactly.
like, ended it. They both wanted to choose other people. So I just thought it was weird. Actually, before I continue, where does the episode 6 leave off?
It's the cliffhanger of Devonta and Brittany talking about, is it Devonta or Devontae? I don't know. Devonta.
Devontae.
Thank you, Devontae. And Brittany having that
He black. You
conversation.
might not know he black, but it's a black
I don't think
Well,
he
Devontae.
knows
he
he's
said
black.
he's never dated a black woman, which is like absolutely crazy. Like, what are you missing
Yeah.
out on? Anyway, so what it comes down to is
I love you.
I love you too, Ainsley. They had that conversation, and Brittany's like, "You're not validating me," and then that's where like that dramatic music.
Yeah, and then she like walks out. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they're still in Cabo.
They're still in Cabo.
Oh, okay, thank you for clarifying that.
Not Victor and Christine though, so they're playing cornhole in
I
Mexico.
don't.
In like
California.
Malibu or something. Why were they not? Why are they not all together?
And I don't believe the excuse that they gave us. And we could get into it after this.
Yeah.
But Chris and Bree, I just feel like Connor is too nice because the way that Bree was going on and on and on, I would have been like, "Hey, girl, do you want to go be in his bed?" Because
Because
right now,
that's what it's giving.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he gave. But I also find it weird that Connor like really don't like Brie. Like he always says she gets on my nerves. So I wonder, like, how long is that gonna? You know what I mean? Like, when will we see that? Because it seems like they're compatible, but he don't really like her.
He doesn't. And to your point, Ainsley, I don't know. Like this must have been the crazy. Do they even know they're being recorded even when the guys are talking together? Because when they were saying one thing that annoys them about their fiance, Connor said she talks too much. She just doesn't shut up. And he actually said shut. Well, the
Yeah.
F, not for forgive, but F for something else. Like, and I'm like, what are we talking about? This is your fiance on national television. That's terrible. Whether they're
I
together
thought that
or
was
not.
very odd.
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was. I mean, well, James Italian, but that's how white people be talking about their spicy sauces and stuff. But I just felt like maybe that's just something that culture does.
It's a Caucasian conversation.
It's a Caucasian conversation. And
Okay, okay. Because
yeah.
I was like astonished.
Yeah, I actually wasn't. I mean, when he said it, I was like, oh, but I was like, he kind of got a point. But he is respectful when she's talking to him. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, she dragged the thing for a long time. She dragged it for a long time. And honestly, I had to say that everyone had to have been drunk during all of these interactions because they were drunk out of their minds. Was it me?
Bree definitely sounded drunk. She sounded drunk.
Yeah, she
so
was.
I was leaving it up to the liquor, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I actually think Connor likes her. Cause there's no way that somebody would just sit there and let you talk about another man and like just not curse you out or like go off on you in some way, shape, or form. I just felt like, oh, they looking at me like, no, he doesn't like her. Okay.
Yeah, and I will say I think Connor does like her too because I think it's like right after they get back after the party, he's telling her like, "Hey, I felt a little insecure, but I still I'm trying to be there for you, but it's weird that you really want to talk to Chris so much." So he wouldn't say that if he was like, "In my mind, I'm done, I'm over her." So I think he is a little like, he likes her, but he's not feeling too confident. He's not feeling affirmed by Bree.
I mean, he says that she's right for him. That is what he says about her, but then he also prefaces that with, but she gets on my nerves. He leads with, she gets on my nerves, but she's right for me. So I don't know. I think it's still early. I think they're trying to figure it out. I appreciated that he recognized that his insecurities were like starting to come up, seeing them have that conversation. And instead of just lashing out on her, he did come to her and have a conversation, but it seemed to just have gone over her head. Like, baby was missing the mark.
I mean,
She was.
there's nothing that I would look at Chris as Connor and be jealous about. Like, I mean,
It doesn't do it for you, Sharonda?
You don't know for me, just like it. She love it, I like it for her. But there's nothing I will be concerned about looking at Chris. I just think I think what Bree really wanted, I think Bree wanted to feel desired by Chris. I think Bree wanted to be the
Mhm.
girl, like, when everybody gets to see people, and then that one dude's like, maybe I made the wrong choice and I need to spin the block back to the other person. I just think Bree wanted attention. And when Chris wasn't giving her that attention, that's when she got upset.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, because
I
I know
can see that.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, Chris was sort of trying to deflect, right, in their conversation by the pool. He was saying, yeah, don't you like Connor though? Like you and Connor can do those things." And then Bree said, "No, we can do double dates and we can take an ice plunge
Yeah.
together." And Chris is like, "Well, you can do that with Connor, but Chris and Jess, or me and Jess, we're just gonna hang out, do our own thing." He kept trying to deflect, but Bree kept trying to push the subject on him.
Hmm.
I'm like, well, at least we know Chris is faithful. He's loyal, but Bree, on
Yeah.
the other hand, I don't know.
Just
Yeah.
the whole we can still do all of that stuff together was like, but can we though? Like, you don't, nothing in you is telling you that this might not be an appropriate conversation to have with somebody who you were so deeply in love with and building with, because like the whole dynamic of these pods, like this is going fast. Y'all are falling in love in like a week. You know what I mean? So it's like you're going through all of this and then you see him, and I think you see him, and to your point, James, it was just like she wanted that like romantic. Maybe there is still something. I just want to see, like testing the waters is what it felt like.
Yep. And I think she was okay. She was doing fine with me when she's like, I'd love a deeper conversation with some of the guys I met in the pods. That's cool. But to the point where it's like, I could do a part 3 with or with Chris. I'm like, "Ugh, that's weird. You'll
That's
do what?"
weird. That's very weird.
I didn't understand it. I just felt like she was being disrespectful towards Connor. And I just felt like if you felt like you didn't make the right decision, then like stand on that and leave. But all of this, it's just embarrassing. It's disrespectful. It's not needed. But while we sitting up here talking about disrespectful people and inappropriate conversations, let's talk about the conversation with Alex and Brittany. Because I was actually kind of shocked by this conversation because I felt like Alex and Ashley was like the most attractive couple
Mm.
together. And I just knew like the way that Ashley was like, my man is fine and I can't wait to get in bed with him. Like I just knew that this was gonna be like a strong connection. But when he starts having a conversation with Brittany and starts saying that like it was kind of given like I don't date
Baby
white.
was shooting his shot.
He was shooting this to that shot.
Yeah.
It's given I like exotic women. I don't really date white women. And I'm looking at you. Now I did ask Alex, was he flirting with her? When I tell you Alex is such he Alex a problem,
He's a
okay?
playboy,
Yeah,
little
for
playboy, yeah.
sure.
Because he was like, I wasn't flirting with her. And I said, but you said you're my type. But in my eyes, that's not flirting. I said, well,
See, men like
Oh,
that,
there's a
those type, you got like them the ones that will stress you out, that if you let them, because it's like you're being willfully ignorant. You know what you're doing. You know you was doing the most. Like you know that you were really trying to, because they both, I mean, but they both were like, well, neither one of them is really my type. You know what I'm saying? I think that he was just being more forward about it.
yeah.
I
And
mean, he
and
was, but it was just, I was like, she talking to you, she been to you about her man, and you sitting up here like, well, you my type.
it's weird. And from like even a guy's perspective, I was watching the whole time. I'm like, oh, I've known plenty of athletes, former athletes, that they do unfortunately tend to move from woman to woman because it's just like what's good in the moment, what's good in the moment. Because at that
Hmm.
point, I think Ashley and Alex had already slept together, right? And then now he's having that conversation with Brittany. So it's almost like he's on to the next. And that doesn't look good. But also, it doesn't look good that Brittany was entertaining it, because I think she was entertaining it a little bit. Like
I
she
do
was like, oh,
too.
it's like you're my type. You're athletic. I'm like, oh, I don't
Because
know.
Devontae just is not giving her any energy. So I think the attention felt good. Because the person she picked isn't validating her, and he's not really her type either. You know what I mean? But I mean, Ashley definitely picked up on that and like felt insecure. And I didn't like the way that he was like, don't make it a problem where there's not one. But it's like, no, she saw that. She peeped it. Like she peeped what was going on, and you're trying to deflect.
Well,
Straight
he
up. Like that's what's going on here. So
like he definitely a gaslighter, and I think that
Yeah.
Ashley has definitely met her match. Like that's a tough cookie. I mean, like I'm telling,
Talking
even
about Alex.
after interviewing Alex, like
Mhm.
you're I would be in jail messing with Alex. I'll be in jail because that's the type of person. He's the type of man that will make you feel like you're crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
he will literally make you feel like you're going insane, you're crazy, you done made all this stuff up in your mind. Like I know I will be in jail
For
messing with.
sure. I don't have the I don't have the Lord is not done working on me enough to deal with that type of man.
Well, here's the thing: you shouldn't have to, right? Because everyone wants a Proverbs 31 woman, but no one, all the men are like not reflecting on themselves.
You
So
better take
it's,
him to church.
you know what I mean?
I'm just saying. So I mean, with Alex and Ashley, I would be very. It's clear to me that he's not attracted to Ashley. I think he acknowledges that
It's
she's
clear to Ashley too.
a girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
can tell.
Yeah. She also kept asking, if I'm not mistaken, Alex, as they were like getting ready for the night or whatever, she kept saying, "It's really weird. Why are you so calm about this? I'm a little
Mm-hmm.
nervous right now." And instead of her saying, or instead of him saying, "I recognize that you're nervous and I'm sorry that you feel that way," all Alex kept saying is, "I'm fine. Like, it's easy for me." Bro, this is easy for you? This is not
I'm
an easy
used to
thing.
moving from state to state. Like, what's up with you? Like,
Yeah.
so he agitates me. He's been agitated.
Well, it kind of shows that he's the type of person like he says like what he thinks you want him to say. Like I never felt like in the pods like it was an honest response. I just felt like
Mm.
it was I'm gonna say what I know she wants to hear, but not necessarily like this is what I believe in. Because if y'all think I'm finna fall in love and get married to someone that doesn't even like to stay in the same place for longer than a couple of months, somebody who feels like they missed out on their real life, it was giving
Mhm.
red flags to me
Mhm.
personally.
In the
But
pods, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I just think a lot of them, and we'll get into this when we get to Mike. Is it Mike and Emma?
Yeah, Mike and Emma.
Yeah, I felt like a lot of people
I'm
was
gonna pray about that
just
conversation.
okay, but I just feel like it was given. I'm just gonna say what I need to say, and that's gonna be that. So I'm very interested to see like how their relationship, goes throughout it. But
Mm-hmm. Now that they're actually into the thick of it, for sure.
I don't know what his ethnicity is.
I think he didn't he say he I think he was Hispanic. Am I wrong on that? I'm pretty
I don't.
certain.
I
I could
think
be wrong.
so because I think that was his whole thing with like liking women with dark features. I don't know because he said a whole lot. Like,
I'm not,
he said a lot and nothing at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is basically the synopsis of Alex.
somebody
It's true.
said all I know is Alex and Ashley and he plays soccer and she.
I'm just saying.
Listen, it's true though, because the minute she heard that in the pods, didn't she say like in her testimonial, like, "I'm feeling some type of way," but like not in a bad way? And I'm like,
Yeah, that
ooh,
was like
okay.
their first conversation. Was like freaked out conversation
Hmm.
day one, and that could have been the thing that drew him like to her. You know what I mean? Is that she was ready,
Right, because they were the
and
first couple, right, to have that dirty
yeah,
talk or whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what?
you're leading with the fact that you're like a sexual person, and the conversation is okay, girl, whatever.
I was just like, I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye out on Alex, but like I've dated people like him,
Me too.
Mm,
and I just don't think that's gonna end
And the
well.
Lord is still working on me recovering from that because I got so
dang.
outside my body. Cause
Oh
I don't,
no.
it's the disres it's the when I know that you're gaslighting me. You know what I mean? Like,
He does that every time they have a conversation. I just feel like she's continuously being gaslit, and like he decide like the reason that the show Snapped exists is because of people like Alex.
for sure. And I think that she wants it so bad that instead of challenging what it is that she knows she saw, she just kind of submits to like, okay.
Yeah, I think so too. Her dad did tell Ashley like, "Hey, you're a bad picker of men." So it kind of tracks now, right? She's still
Kind of.
picking bad men.
That happened in the first 6 episodes.
That wasn't yeah. She said it in her testimony. She's like, "My
Mm.
dad always says I'm a bad picker of men, but I'm here to change that." You know.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the daddy at home, like,
Here we go again.
Here we go.
I don't know if he. I mean, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But no.
Well, there was only one political conversation, I think, and it was between Chris and Jessica, right?
I
In week
believe
1.
so.
Yeah, where they were in their little cabana or whatever, and they were talking about
Mhm.
politics and social media. So, what, Shonda? What?
I can't. Now,
Yeah.
would you say he would discard her for somebody younger?
Yeah, discarding is a crazy choice of word, though, huh? That's like
I like it though. You know,
because he would do that though.
because
I
he would
guess you're
definitely
right.
discard her for sure.
But
That's right.
speaking of discarding, let's talk about Devontae and Brittany. Because
To
it's
pivot into them after discarding is crazy, but
I
you're
mean,
feeling chaotic. Period.
I'm just saying. Here's my thing. Devontae. Like Devontae.
The name.
The name
Devontae.
Devontae. Like Devontae. Just like if we said Sharonda, like
Mhm.
it's the duh. Okay.
It's in the name. You know
It's
what I
not
mean?
Sharon. You know.
So like if you say, hey, Sharonda, I'm a Negro.
Listen.
Sharonda.
And he's not dumb. He's not dumb. He must know these things that like people hear my name and it's like, oh, a black man. And like, okay.
And like, look, have you seen yourself? Just because
Baby.
you're neon beige, you're still beige, babe. Like,
Right.
there
Here's
is.
my thing. Now, his cast card. Let me look up his cast card.
Wait, his cab card? What's that?
Now his cast card had a different name.
Oh.
Then Devontae?
Yes.
What was it, like Devin?
It said Devo.
Oh my gosh, during the Meet the Cast video. No, right, Sharonda? It said Devo. Am I wrong on that?
Yes.
Was that like that's like the name he wanted to go by?
Yes.
I bet Ainsley, yeah.
That's still a black. That's still Devo.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, now when you, yeah, that's true.
You long or short, that's the Negro name. Like,
yeah, it's like I don't want to be called Devonta. I want to be called Devontae. Like you know, it's the same thing.
Trying to get rid of his Negro lineage, but when he said I've never dated a woman of color, I had to pause the show because I was like, wait a minute, like, is my Negro dar off? Like,
when I tell you, I said straight up
I saw
and looked
the
around. I felt like Jim from The Office. Like,
look at the camera.
huh? What are we talking about? Do you see you?
A woman of color.
A woman of
color.
A woman of color.
And that was a very choice phrase because he didn't just say a black woman. Woman of color is like Hispanic, Middle Eastern. Like, oh boy.
I said, baby, is the color in the room with us? Like, you're a black man.
You're a black man.
You're a black man.
Mm-hmm.
You're black.
You know what this is? You know what this is giving? Last season with the one Asian dude, right? Where he didn't want to be Asian
or something.
Yeah, Patrick.
Oh, what's his name?
Patrick,
yeah,
I think it was Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I thought you were gonna say Imitation of Life.
Oh.
Because that's what it's giving for me. But you know what? We'll go with your answer.
Thanks.
I just said, like, I've never dated a woman of color is an insane choice of words because Brittany's like Latina and black. So which woman of color are you talking about?
What color are you talking about?
Like, what color are you talking about?
And she's gorgeous. She's a pretty girl.
No, she's really pretty. Yeah.
That woman is beautiful. I was like, I really wanted to tell her, like, girl, like these whores out here are gonna snatch you up, okay?
Quickly.
They're gonna
quickly.
Snatch you up. You're beautiful.
Don't even worry.
You was worried about him? You was worried about him?
So did he never say that to her when they were in the pods?
I don't think so. I think it was testimonial, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I asked her about this, and she said she was caught just as off guard as we were when she was watching the episodes this week. So, because they don't see the episodes until
right. They don't see it until it airs. Yeah.
So she said that she was just as shocked, like had no idea but she said she kind of got that feeling,
Yeah.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just like, I can't wait till we meet the parents because, like, I think we know the makeup of the parents, but I don't want to assume.
Right. But we know.
But we know.
But
But
we
I don't
know.
want to assume.
Right.
But I'm just like, I think the part that like got me the most about Brittany and made my heart break for Brittany is when her and Devontae made a decision to be abstinent.
Mm-hmm.
And when she's having this conversation because she's so frustrated because he's not paying attention to her,
Mm-hmm.
when she said, like, I told him, like, it's okay, like, we could just have sex.
That
And
made me sad too.
I was like,
Cause why are you going back on your beliefs for the sake of, you know what I mean, for the sake
Right.
of just trying to prove yourself worthy to a man? But I also think that they both kind of, I don't know. I think that they got together because they both just agreed on wanting to have kids. You know what I mean? Like that was
Oh.
a big conversation for them. It's like, I want to have kids, I want to have a family. So I don't really think that they did enough foundational work because I think that even if you are open to giving love a chance, you should have disclosed that you aren't, you know what I mean? Like your preferences. Everybody else talked about it, just
Yeah.
not y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they went deep enough. I think that they both, okay, we want kids and we want to be married in order to have kids. And they just rode off into the sunset with that.
but how can you
Agreed.
be on Love is Blind and I guess that this would be my thing for Alex and for Devontae. Like, how are y'all on Love is Blind when y'all have dating preferences? Because they do ask you, do you have dating preferences on the application? So like that's
Yeah.
not, but actually this leads me to a bigger issue. Table I don't see colored Devontae.
Okay.
I have a problem in general with them reaching out to men on LinkedIn and
Why do they do that?
Huh?
and yeah, Alex said that they reached out to him through LinkedIn.
That's crazy.
I beg the finest pardon that you have available. Like he applied or like they just seen his LinkedIn and was like, yeah.
Like even for the past couple of seasons, and it's definitely been the F boys that have been put on the show. They
Absolutely.
they find them on LinkedIn, they find them on Bumble, they DM them through social media.
Oh, y'all not trying to find love. Y'all
They're just
playing.
trying, like,
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's my problem. It's like, but if men not applying, then like we gotta figure something else out then. Like, cause I just do an open casting call or something like, but
Something.
what if somebody LinkedIn, and I can only imagine what Alex's LinkedIn says because it's just gonna give lies to me. So
It gives real estate agent, former football player, like, type of deal. It really does.
that's what I'm saying. I don't I that bothers me. But I don't know if it's people go on the show. I personally just think people go on the show now to become famous. Even
Yeah.
even how I've seen like contestants like Tyler Raggedy Behind talking about, let me show you my skincare routine, or let me show you where I got my dress from. Even Vic was doing like me before everyone sees my personal life. Hold on, y'all. Just go ahead. I gotta choke. I gotta
It's
die.
okay.
No, it's okay.
I'm
It's all right.
sick too. You're okay.
Are you Ainsley? I'm sorry.
That's why I
Oh,
sound weird, like I'm holding spit in my mouth, but
oh my
just
God.
sick. But no, I actually agree with Sharonda, and I think that that's kind of like across all of these dating shows, is it really is turning into like just putting yourself on a platform for the public, appeal of it, and for like, it is kind of like the what was the last show that everybody went crazy for, the Love Island effect.
Oh
Like
gosh.
Alandria's life changed completely, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
And she
So I
didn't win.
think people see that and now they're going on these shows and it's just not genuine anymore. You know what I mean? It is about how they can position themselves for opportunities moving forward. I
And,
agree.
and I wonder, what is the fix for that, right? Because now that is the status quo, is there a fix? Do you just not reach out to contestants anymore? Do you have them come to you, like Sharonda was saying, the open casting call? Because
I
I don't
think
know how you fix it.
I think you need a hiatus from Love Is Blind. I think you have to take a year off from Love Is Blind, and or I think you need to switch the rules up. Like I know, was it Brazil or somewhere
Oh,
where they had like a 50 and up Love Is Blind. I do like that everyone seems to be in their 30s for
I do
this season.
too.
yeah, me too.
I just think I don't know if you gotta give these hoes a lie detector test,
Something.
figure out what's going on, but I just
That would actually be a great challenge, Rhonda.
The vetting process probably needs to be a little bit more thorough,
I
yeah.
for
agree.
sure.
I agree. And also I do think that they like the idea of getting contestants who are coming on just for fame because the mess, right? They bring the
Yeah,
mess with
for
them.
sure.
So ratings matter and I get that. But I look at a couple like Victor and Christine and I'm like, they're so sweet, they're genuine. I felt like I haven't seen a couple as genuine since Lauren and Cameron, you know? It's been a
And
while.
you don't see Vic and Christine, they're like off on a private little, you know what I mean? Just like they don't have enough drama going on. Send them to Malibu.
I mean, they're getting the Brett and Tiffany treatment. Like I knew as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, they're not gonna get any screen time because like they're the sensible couple. But
Mm-hmm.
like, sometimes like we do want to see like normal people like fall in love and things like that. But I just think that I feel like okay, we're 10 seasons in. I feel like some stuff needs to change. Less
Mm-hmm.
pies, no more than three episodes of pies. I'm so sick of these damn pies. I'm just like I don't need like make a damn decision because I truly like I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like I do not care what y'all talking about in these pies because I know that they're lies. Now
Right.
let's
I don't care.
go like the whole Kia and Kavan and Tyler, fine. But if you're just falling in love in these pies, I don't give a damn. I don't.
It's
I want
true.
y'all
But
going.
that's kind of how the show treated. Like they really only showed us, like the pods only focused on the people who had the most turbulence. Like Kia, Tyler, that whole thing was like the majority of what you saw in
Mhm.
all of those episodes of the pods. And then Emma and whatever,
And
and
Mike.
then like
Yeah.
what she had going on, and I think that that kind of plays into why this show isn't as genuine as it probably started out as, is because it's like y'all are turning it into a spectacle. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like you're highlighting all of the chaos, and then the couples that are actually making those genuine connections, you see them. We've seen Eric and Christine a handful of times in 6 episodes.
I'm gonna take accountability
Okay,
here.
Oh, love that, Shonda.
period. Uh-oh.
Cause baby, I'm here for the mess. I'm for the mess. And I do want to see y'all fall in love, okay? And maybe we're gonna give you 5 minutes of falling in love. But I do want to see the mess. And I do feel like I don't believe production talking about we don't have the budget. Beast, you got budget. Now,
You hoes got the
you
budget.
know how I know y'all got budget? You know
Because
how I
you.
know y'all got budget? Because y'all out here playing real songs.
Come on,
That's
Lil Bar.
right.
Y'all playing Where's My Husband? Where the hell is my husband? Y'all playing
Come
all
on now.
you sitting up here telling me that you
We
ain't got
know
no
you got the budget.
but you got some music budget, but you sitting up here talking about you ain't got no real girl.
Yeah. The gag is y'all wanted the couples that y'all knew was gonna have friction together.
Mhm.
And then the couple who like y'all was just gonna be lost in love, send their ass somewhere else. Like Malibu is still a cute little vacation.
Sure.
But y'all,
Gone
let's
on.
be honest. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. It's giving either you got some charges, it's giving you got some charges, or something wrong with that passport.
It's
Because it
giving
ain't
something
no
wrong with
way.
that passport.
It's something wrong with that. Y'all like that. Let me tell you one
We're
thing.
starting rumors.
Let me tell you one
Yeah,
thing.
we are. Great. We're gonna be.
No fool. He ain't raised no fool, honey. Ain't
But
nobody.
he did say that he had
A misdemeanor, right?
a misdemeanor. So maybe it was a felony.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Because then you can't travel, right?
You
Am I wrong
can't.
on that? Like you
Something
can't.
wrong with
Yeah.
that passport.
Yeah.
Child.
And I was giving them the benefit of the doubt. I just thought that they don't like
I
flying.
ain't never gave them the damn benefit of the doubt, okay? Because all they do is lie.
Damn, Sharonda, that makes
All they
sense.
do
I
is
didn't even think
lie.
about that.
Oh gosh, we you know we just had so many couples this year,
I thought
and
the
we
budget thing was a weird story to run with. I thought it was a weird story, and I just thought like Oh, they only want the messy couples together.
Yeah, I think they did,
But
honestly.
damn, something could be wrong with that passport or lack thereof.
Ain't no could be to it. How all of a sudden you gonna go to Malibu? You could at
I
least
know.
in Malibu. You could at least send them to Hawaii. You could at least send them to
That's
Puerto
so
Rico.
true.
Like,
And they played
Oh,
cornhole.
baby can't travel. He on the no-fly list.
But he's a professor of public policy, so
oh,
like,
He could be a professor of public felony policy too. Like, you
it's
know what
giving
I
you
mean?
season 6. I don't know. Like, you know,
Because didn't he say he got it expunged?
I don't remember if he did or not. I'm pretty sure him and Christine both got their charges
Or
expunged
maybe
for sure.
she got hers expunged. I heard expunged. I just don't remember.
wait, Christine got a charge?
Yeah, she got
Yeah.
misdemeanors. Yeah, I think she was
Like a
caught with
possession
possession
charge or
of,
something.
weed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christine said, I come from Ohio, but I'm not from Ohio. Like, you know,
Ohio, she be outside for real.
everyone, I think it is his passport, but I
Oh,
wouldn't be.
it's the passport.
I really think it's a passport. Y'all
I
not-
didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I think it
know.
was.
Okay, well then tell him to show me his passport then. Post the passport.
The whole passport book? Like the.
I just want to see that it's not expired and that it can be renewed.
That's true, because, you know, they do film this in advance. So even though he was maybe out of the country recently, and you can
Mhm.
get your passport
Yeah.
recently when this was filmed. He probably didn't
And
have
if
it.
you
Yeah.
got that charge,
Both of them. I didn't say who it was. I just said somebody got a passport issue. There's no way that y'all gonna be like, oh yeah, we'll be the couple to go to Malibu. Hell no, you finna send me out of the country like everybody else.
Yeah.
and that would have been my thing, like in the, you know what I'm saying? Like when they were talking about it, I would have been like, no, like why don't I get to go with everybody? Like you got baby just tapping in from a cell phone. It don't even seem like you have a production crew with them. It seems like they're just sending in videos on their phone and they're just like editing it in. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I do want to be clear. I didn't make it seem like it was him. I'm just saying somebody got a passport issue. Now they both got charges, okay?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Hey, I've been arrested before, okay?
same.
Traffic ticket. I just had a failure to appear, okay? I don't
Wait.
want you to think I'm out here about this life because I'm not.
I was about to say, wait, do you have a teardrop? Like, where do we go?
Sharonda.
But you are not arrested, Sharonda. Come on.
Okay, real quick story time. Okay. So in Georgia, I didn't know like if you didn't go to court, like that you automatically get like a failure to appear, like
A bench warrant, yes.
Yeah.
no. Also, too, I don't check my mail like that. Okay.
Oh
So
God.
I'm going to work one day. Minding my business. I'm running a little late, so I'm trying to I gotta open the store. This is back when I was working at the AT&T store. So I was going to the store, and then the cop pulled me over, and I was like, "Hey man, like I gotta go open this store. Like, I mean, you can give me my ticket because I was speeding, but I gotta open the store, right?" So then he was like, "Hey," he was like, "Did you know that you like have a failure to appear?" And I was like, "A failure to what?" And then he's like, "You got a failure to appear." I was like, "Oh, okay. So what that mean?" He was like, "You didn't show up to court one day, so they put a bench warrant out for your arrest." I said, "Arrest?"
So actually you're going to jail. You're not getting a ticket.
And he was like, "Yeah, so I gotta take you to jail." I said, "Sir, I gotta go open my store. I gotta go to work. Like, what you mean?"
You're
like,
not going to work. You're going to jail.
he was like,
Wow.
"You gotta call somebody else." And so I was like, "Bitch, you really about to arrest me?"
That's wild, Sharonda. You're
I
about that
was like-
life.
You
Oh,
and that
my
pixie cut going to jail, girl.
I was like, my mama and my daddy in town. I gotta go have like dinner with them later tonight. I can't be. I'm made for jail. Okay.
You're not made for jail. No.
You're not made for jail.
So he was like, okay. He was like, and then I was like, dang, should I start crying? And then I was like, hell no, I ain't gonna cry because I'm a G. Like you ain't gonna.
And
That's
you
right.
still finna be crying in the jail.
So then he was like, okay, I'm gonna cuff you in the front. I'm not gonna make you put your hands behind your back. I said, okay, well that's nice. And then he was like, I'm gonna put you in the back. So I said, but baby, what I'm gonna do with my car? He was like, we gotta like tow your car. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God. I said, so then we go to the courthouse. And then I was like, hey, I gotta call my boss and tell him because I was scared that I was gonna get fired because
Yeah.
actually one of my employees got caught in a RICO case and they came to the store looking for him.
Girl.
AT&T? My gosh.
Rico.
So then he like So I got scared. I was like, okay, I gotta call my boss and tell him that I got arrested. So he's like, okay. He's like, here, just use your phone, okay? Yeah, it was a whole Rico case, y'all. It was crazy, okay? It was real crazy.
That's
So,
crazy.
so then I called my boss. I was like, hey man, I'm in jail. So like I need you to send somebody else to open the store. And he was like trying to stop playing on my phone. Like it's too early to be playing my phone. I was like, no, man, I'm for real.
I'm very much in jail.
He was like, who called somebody from jail on their cell phone? I said, well, we cool. Like, I was trying to sell my man some direct TV. So like I'm still working right now. I'm sign him up for some cable service. I was like, who you using for your cable? Might as well get a sale out of this.
Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't believe me. So then I had to put the cops on the phone, like, hey, can y'all tell my boss that I really did get arrested? So I had to put them on the phone. Then I had to call my assistant manager, was like, hey, man, I need you to first go open the store, but then I need you to come bail me out of jail, okay?
Oh, my.
Then I had to call my assistant manager and convince him that I was in jail to have him come get me out of jail. And then I still had to take my black ass to work after all of that.
That's crazy, Sharonda. Like, I've heard of people like, they get sick on the way to work, get a little doctor's note. They booked you. You know what I mean?
Baby went to jail.
They get the thumbprints and everything.
No way.
Everything. Like the man was like, well, you can get your teardrop now. And I was like, you know what?
Wow.
Yikes.
And then I had to explain to my parents, like, they're like, oh, what have you been up to today? I said, well, I got arrested and then I went to work. And they were like, arrested?
Because why would you blaze past that?
It's because if you would have said you're behind bars, they would have been like, yeah, they had AT&T, the bars, the commercial. And then,
I wonder, do I have a mugshot? Let me see.
Oh my gosh. There's no way. They took your... Please tell me you were smiling in it, though. That would be great.
Of course. I ain't going to catch me slipping. I don't know. I can't find one, but if somebody find one, send it to me.
I'm going to find one.
I was looking good, though. I was on my way to work.
I'm going to be honest.
You were ready for the day.
I was ready. You stay ready. Yeah. You're ready.
I'm going to be honest. This is better than week 1 of Love is Blind.
I'm sorry. I just want y'all to know I have lived a life, okay? I lived a life. So it's okay.
And we're not saying that it's just like, and I don't think that it's like whoever in the comments was like, why it's got to be the black man. It's not about a race card. He said that he got arrested. Like, you're making it be about race when it's not about race. And we're not saying one or the other, but it does make sense that it could be a passport issue that is not allowing people to move freely about the country. That's what we're saying. Because the budget thing just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. And you know what? This was a missed opportunity to do. He had it coming. But because the dude was so cool, they actually didn't put me in a jail cell until they actually brought some like a real criminal in. And he's like, hey, I need you to go to jail cell because I want to make sure that you're safe. So I do need you to go sit in the jail cell real quick for a little bit. But I wasn't in that long. I held it together.
Yeah, Sharonda. I'm proud of you. I think that really, like, I know bench warrants like are a thing, and I get it. But
it's like crazy though.
That's doing the most by that police department. Like, really, you can't just like sit in the lobby with the handcuffs in front of you. Like, what, you're gonna run out?
Not with the bench warrants. You gotta go.
Just for not going to court. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And Sharonda, the back of those police cars are really uncomfortable. I had to sit in one once, not because I got into no, Sharon. All right, okay. So Ainsley, there's this thing where Sharonda's finding more about my past, and she's like really interested.
Because when you said that, I was like, hold on now. What are you doing?
So one of my friends got jumped, and they needed to use me as like a witness to the people they thought they found. Like, hey, James, did this person? Do they look like this? So I sat in the back of the police car.
Did your friend get jumped though?
What happened, Sharonda?
You let your friend get jumped though?
No, I was actually walking over. I was just like, hey, what's going on, bro? And I was walking over, and all of a sudden, these guys come running, jump him, steal his backpack, and then take off. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this was in like high school, I think. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And then called the cops, sat in the back of the cop car, really uncomfortable. Man, they don't give you any sort of cushion back there. Golly. Yeah. And I got there and I had to identify the 2 people who jumped him, and it was kind of crazy, actually.
That is kind of crazy.
But why did he jump him though? What did he do?
Because his backpack, it was one of those the ones that kind of go over your side, and it was like really thick. And apparently these 2 were like serial thieves, and they were targeting that part of the city I lived in. So they were just going neighborhood to neighborhood, just robbing people essentially in broad daylight, which is nuts.
Jesus.
Hey, where you live, James?
What's up?
Where would you live in?
South Florida.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I mean, I can't lie. I've lived a life too. I
I'm
just
supposed to say James, he slick lived a life. We
Oh,
love
yeah.
that.
In the hood. No,
wow. He got saved for a reason now.
I did. BC James did things like wear Fat Farm and FUBU.
Not before
80.
Christ James.
Oh, sure, I don't know.
Poor baby.
But yeah, I love
Oh,
these stories. Ainsley, you're next. Eventually, you'll open up.
I don't want to tell y'all about my arrest story because I deserved it.
Oh, you don't have to then. You don't have to disclose it. It's
Yeah, I
okay.
can tell y'all after the facts,
okay.
but
I
yeah.
Yeah.
I just love how
Mhm.
all of this stemmed from us allegedly assuming why somebody went to Malibu and not.
Oh, right. Whatever. We love a side quest.
Okay,
I
sorry.
love it too.
Okay, we're gonna get back to Love Is Blind. Are we done with Vic and Christine for now?
Well,
They
one
revealed
thing,
the reason.
are they're like the number one couple? There's always a golden couple in week 1.
Yeah,
Like the golden
I think
couple,
they're the
right?
golden couple.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I figured. There's no number 2 for me, by the way.
I
I
feel
got no
like they're
number 2.
gonna actually get married.
I do.
Yes.
Too. I feel like Jordan and what's her
Amber?
name? The girl Amber.
Amber? Yeah, you know what? They're cute.
Not the face that Ainsley just made though.
Because I'm trying to remember who Jordan and Amber.
The
Oh,
girl
Jordan,
kid.
big guy. And then Amber's the
Oh, he
nurse
looks.
with
I
the
call
big
him
blonde
a teddy
hair.
bear. I like them.
Yeah.
I really like
Those are-
them together.
Those are my two.
Yeah.
And of course, they're the 2 like normal couples.
He seems like a really good guy. I think that the kid thing is gonna probably be an issue for him going into like when they're living together.
Oh, you do?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I just think that not that it's a bad thing. And I love the fact that he's open to it, but he said that he's never dated a woman with kids before. So I just think that
Oh,
it's
yeah, that's
uncharted
right.
water. You know what I mean? Like these are new boundaries, and then like when they're living together, is the little girl gonna be with them, full time, so he can really see what it's gonna be like. So I think that that'll be where they struggle, but I am hopeful that they will get through that because they just seem very genuine.
Me too. And I feel like every season lately, or maybe the last 5 seasons, we've always had that one contestant that has a child prior to getting in the pods. Last season was Jordan with Sparkle Megan. And unfortunately, well, I say unfortunately, maybe fortunately for him, it didn't work out.
Fortunately, I knew that wasn't going to work though.
Yeah. But this one seems different though, right? Because Amber does seem a little bit more normal. And she's okay with living a life that isn't like, we're going to spend $1 million on a home type of deal.
Yeah, the sleep apnea guy. Somebody said the sleep apnea.
The sleep apnea. Oh, yeah. The CPAP machine. And their testimonial interview the morning after was crazy. He's like, I didn't wear it for long. I'm like, oh, bro. Come on, dude. Like,
I don't think I could have sex with. I to be honest, as someone who watched every season of Love Is Blind, I just don't think I could have sex with whoever I was paired with. It's just no way.
Really?
you mean you'd have to wait, Sharon? Is that what you're saying?
I would have to wait because I'd be damned if you finna say no to me and you got some coochie. No.
Oh, I see.
I'm. Let me say this delicately. I'm a little freaked out. So I'm testing the material.
No.
And I love that for you. I love that. For me, we're in Mexico. The tequila's flowing. I don't know if I could pop. I could pop it and you like fully plugged up to your CPAP machine, but
It's kind of awkward. It's loud, those machines.
I just couldn't do it. I would have to just stay strong because we'll have to dry hump or something because I just would need to make sure because I'm telling y'all every season they change. As soon as they get some, they change.
They do. And Alex is the perfect example. He got some from Ashley and changed his entire tune. He was head over heels.
The next morning, he was a whole new person.
I mean, the next morning he's already talking about like, yeah, we got to leave Ohio. It's like, when did that happen? Why so sudden?
Why?
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan
I
of that.
appreciate that though.
I
I'm
mean,
Yeah,
definitely popping it though.
we'll get it a no, but I'm just I can't I'm not.
like Sharonda, you know where I'm at, so.
And I
Hey,
love that y'all are righteous. I'm still very much of this
oh
world.
no, I'm not righteous. I'm a heathen. Let me be clear. I'm a heathen.
You think I'm finna get full of that
Sharonda,
Don Julio
I am. The Lord
and
knows
not?
of the Lord, but I'm a heathen. Okay,
Sharonda,
I'm a sinner. Okay, and
we
I know
all are sinners. We all fall short of the glory of God. No,
all
like
Yes.
every day.
And he
But
gives us new mercies every day.
every morning,
okay,
His grace is
So we know
sufficient
that when
for
I get
us.
full of that Don Julio, what Kalani said, the Lord knows. Listen,
Oh man, that
please.
was funny.
I'm just saying and I'm gonna be clear with you. Okay, I'm gonna be clear with you because I am living a righteous life right now.
I love
Not
that.
Okay.
Okay.
by choice. But when I do find a man, yeah, is gonna be some boom boom in the champagne room. But if I'm on if I'm on TV and I see how they be acting every season, I can't do it. I'm gonna have to live a righteous life for the
That's fair
4 weeks.
though.
It's 4
That's
weeks.
fair.
Like, you can go 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks. It's 4 weeks.
Yeah, 4 weeks is 4 weeks. Like that's the thing. That's why I was disappointed a bit when Brittany's like, "All right, I'll just give it up." I'm like, Brittany, no, you had your conviction. Stick with your
Yeah.
conviction. Like, why is you just?
Yeah, that definitely broke my heart. Like I I asked her that. I need to edit that. I asked her about that as well because y'all know I
Good.
can't help myself. But yeah, I don't know. I just
Because it would be different if she wanted to do it, but she offered it like a bartering chip. And that's the thing that
Yes.
made me like,
to make him like her, like I'll have sex with you.
yeah.
That means that you're gonna be affectionate towards me or you're gonna like me, okay? Oh, I'm not playing with God, y'all. But I can be honest. The Lord knows I'm a sinner. He know I sin all the time. Okay. Now I'm not sinning in that way because I ain't getting it. I just want to be clear about that. Like,
Sharonda's like, let me clear this up. You know.
clear it up. It's been years. It's been years. Okay. But yeah.
Listen, and I think another thing too, the show unfortunately does pressure the contestants, like when they get to Mexico to do everything they talked about in the pods, and that's when things definitely like can either change for a couple or get better for a couple
Hmm.
because you pull the veil back so quickly and it's like, oh yeah, maybe I did come on the show just because I wanted some and I didn't necessarily come on the show
Mm.
for actually a genuine relationship. It's the
Yeah.
fame, you get what you want physically, and then you leave.
Well, I think too, what we have to understand is like these people are like dating for hours. Like that's all you
That's
can
true.
do. You can't watch TV. You can't be on social media. You can't
That's true.
peruse like on your phone or on a computer. Like you're dating somebody. Like a date is like hours. So like if you've been caking with somebody for hours and then you finally get to meet each other, I think we finna be in love. Like I think if
Yeah.
he's my man, he's not gonna take his hands off of me. Okay, like
For sure.
so to feel like you had this connection with somebody and you've had this great conversation to like this dude, he gone by the time you wake up. He don't even want to have a conversation with you in person. Is always
Yeah.
like it's not like he's a man of many words. I would be concerned as well. Now I'm not gonna
Hmm.
be like sleep with me in hopes that like
It'll change your
will
tune.
change something, but
Hmm.
honest, that would make me not want to sleep with you. But I can see people feeling like, because sometimes like everybody's talking about how they've had, been intimate with one another. I can see how like somebody will feel like, well, maybe that's why. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with how she felt, right? But it more so broke my heart because he made her feel less than or like he wasn't attracted to her, which is crazy because Devontae got the baddest one in the whole
He
show.
got the baddest one.
It is true. And Devontae, that maybe I'm not gonna lie. I have a funny feeling he was feeling one way before he got that really bad news about his grandfather, or yeah, it was his grandfather, right? And then when he got that bad news that, oh, okay, yeah, he's passed away, like things changed drastically, but he still decided to go forward. Brittany gave him an out. Brittany
You
said,
could have left.
mm-hmm.
But no
So
one
something,
wants to be painted as the villain on the show. You
But
gotta check it out.
I truly don't even think it's that. I really think that he was in love with the image of her that he painted in his mind. And then when he saw her, it just like he is so like um he's so sure of what he wants his spouse to look like physically
Mm.
that he's not even giving her a chance, even though she checks all the other boxes. You know
But
what I mean?
I feel bad, and this is how you know people have preferences because Brittany is beautiful in
She's
the face.
beautiful.
She got body. She's a nice girl. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy
Smart,
to me,
good career. Yeah.
Mhm.
insane to me. Like
Yeah.
that he feels this way. So it's just like, and honestly, because we've been talking about this for a long time, and I see this comment because actually we haven't. We got stuck on getting arrested, but
Yeah. We went on a side quest.
We did.
but the same thing about Devontae, and this is why I find people like Devontae to be a red flag. This is why I also find Emma to be a huge red flag as well.
We gotta get there. Yeah.
She's the one that's with Mike, and she's the one who had, like I think she had like a cancerous like birthmark like on
Mm-hmm.
her body and
Yeah.
to have surgery. I think and I don't want to be insensitive to her story, okay? And I really don't mean this in a malicious way. But I couldn't be with somebody who doesn't want to know about their own history, their own lineage.
Me
Like
either.
she like and it almost seems like it's out of fear. Like I don't want to know about my family because I don't want to know about any other possible ailments, or I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to have kids because I don't know my ailments. It just
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Mike should have proposed to her. I really think that she's leading him on. If
I do
someone
too.
tells you they don't want kids, then you need to
Yeah.
accept that they don't want kids. I'm not about
Yeah.
to sit here and wait for you to figure it out. I'm not about to sit here and try to convince you to have kids with me. I'm not doing that. Like,
But
but
her willingness to have kids changed depending on who she was talking to too.
Oh,
yes,
that is true. She did bring up the fact that she wanted, like, was she talking with Chris? Yeah, right. It was
yeah,
Chris,
Chris
right,
was
in the
her
pods.
number one. But Chris didn't want kids, right?
No, I think Chris.
Everybody wanted kids.
Yeah, I think he
No,
did.
because
All three. She talked to that creepy guy, Steve,
Steven.
Steven, ill.
Ugh.
She talked
Ugh.
to him, Connor, and Chris, right?
I'm pretty sure, and Mike, of course, thrown in there too. But I'm pretty sure she said at one point, "Chris is who I want to get married to in my gut," if I'm not mistaken. And then when he said, "Nah," she's like, "All right, Mike. I guess second
And
option."
then she just totally locked into him. And so it just didn't even feel genuine in the first place. But I just thought it was weird that like her openness and her willingness and accepting things or being more open about who she was, it with Steven, I understood her being standoffish with him
Mm-hmm.
because everything about his aura was just like very weird. The conversation was very weird. Like you ask her to open up, she's opening up, and then you get up, you open a drink, then you try to like deflect and you want to have this weird what was your first time story. It was
but not even that. Yeah, because she was talking about like who if she's talking about something personal and you talking about tell me about your first time.
like, how is that the pivot? How?
Terrible.
He was so weird.
Yeah. He seems like the kind of person you actually don't want around children. Not painting him in a certain light, but he doesn't
He's
seem.
human.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, he's already being painted allegedly in a certain light. He's the guy that everybody's saying that. Well, those the ladies are coming forward and saying
That's
he
age.
takes it. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
yeah.
No, no, no. Yeah. No.
Yeah, so I do feel like now we know Steven trash, okay? So she was totally
Yeah.
justified in how she felt about that.
Absolutely.
I do think I would have needed to push back a little bit more, and maybe this is just me as a black person or a person of color. Like why you're like, well, my family's white, and
Oh, are you saying for Emma? Like Emma was moving
yeah,
weird?
it's just one of those things, and I just felt like
It was
also
like a Patrick thing.
yeah,
Oh.
about like I don't want to talk about my adoption. Like, girl, you came on like on the application. It says what would be your storyline. It asks you that what would be your storyline.
You
So,
led with that. You told us that.
like the shame that she has about being adopted is like insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
and like someone said, I really think that she needs therapy more than finding someone,
I
because
Mm.
agree.
it was given like you're looking for love, for validation of who you are as
Of
a
who you are. Yeah.
and so like I just feel like she needs to do therapy before she
Yeah.
needs to focus on finding someone. And I do think that Mike made a bad decision. If I'm thinking about marrying you, I'm gonna take you at face value. You want kids, I want kids, but you don't want kids. So I don't want to be with you. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
people need to
Yeah.
stand on business more about like what their non-negotiables are. I'm not giving you a chance to change your mind. I
Mhm.
Absolutely.
don't want you to change your mind. I want you to be true to what you want. So
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also think that Mike, knowing he was the second option, because it was easy to figure out who Emma's number one was in the men's
Mhm.
living quarters. So even though he was the second option, he still said yes. And how often have we seen that actually work out in Love Is Blind, where the second option ends up going to the altar and marrying?
Exactly.
No, it never happens because it was an afterthought. He was an afterthought, and it's happening already because in week one, he's already bringing up like, oh, she's too unorganized. She does things I don't like, and it's like
Yeah.
easier for him to maybe disconnect moving down the line if that's what happens because he was number two.
Mhm. And I think a lot of them just I think it gets to a point where they're getting to like the end of the however long they have in the pods. And then they start just doing these proposals and saying yes out of just trying to make it to the next part of
Hmm.
it. That's
mm,
kind of what it feels like too.
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like with Emma. And
Yeah.
her story is sad. Don't get me wrong. And I hate to hear that she went through it.
Yeah.
I think that unfortunately is not helping her insecurity though. She hasn't gotten over it, so she
No,
does
not at
need
all.
therapy. Yeah.
Yeah. And she still believes that like the way that like growing up when she was saying like she wasn't attractive, she still believes that in her head.
Mm.
Yeah. There's a lot of, but I mean, the same can be said about Kevin too, though. You know what I mean? Like, he should be on somebody's couch, but not Love Is Blind's couch. He needs to be like
I'm good.
BetterHelp.com. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something like that. He shouldn't have been on that show.
Yeah, I agree with you. That was a bar, by the way, Ainsley. That was great.
Thank you.
am I missing any of the other couples before we get into the love?
You want me to go through my notes, Rhonda?
Yeah, because we talked about Alex and Ashley, Brittany and Devontae, Mike and Emma.
Bree.
Oh, do we need to talk about Jess and Chris?
Oh, I have thoughts. Maybe like one thought though.
Okay. Period.
um, Jess keeps saying like, "Are you sure you're okay with me being like older?" Like, I guess you're fine with it. Like, why is age such a big deal? Like, I get it as a woman, like age is a big deal, especially when you want to start a family. But I have a funny feeling she's still a little like insecure, maybe about her age. Didn't
Definitely.
she say
If
she
she
is
talks
right?
about age though, is given to I need to double
Because
check
they're
this.
like 6 or 7 years apart.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
younger than her.
Uh
I
huh.
need to check the kids thing because like I don't know. I
But
think it's
he's saying that he doesn't want kids. So her
that's
age
what I
doesn't matter because it's not what he's looking for. I think that just her being older, she feels like, what if somebody younger comes along? You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? I think that that's kind of like the
okay.
thing that's playing in the back of her mind.
Yeah, because they love each other. I think they do love each other. And don't
I
get
do
me wrong, I
too.
think they get to the altar, but I just hope she doesn't let that hold her back because he doesn't care. That's the thing.
No.
And he's affirmed her every time. Now,
Hmm.
the conversation about the politics was kind of funny because he was really quiet during that moment. So I don't know what that says, but if Chris was here, Chris would have thoughts too. But
wait, had thought about the what? I was choking. I'm sorry.
oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. You okay?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
okay.
okay?
But what
Okay.
did you just say?
No, I was gonna say like I know Chris is the one to always bring up like Chris Tate, always to bring up like thoughts about contestants and their political ideologies, but Jessica brought it up like, oh, I'm not on social media because I have such strong political views and it gives me a headache, and we see it all the time, and I'm like, huh. And then Chris was really quiet, and I'm like, hold on, is this gonna come
Because
up?
it just gave. It just, without even, it gave. When she said that, I was like,
We're in the
oh,
Midwest. We're in Columbus, Ohio. I assume the whole cast. Right.
I assume the same.
Well, except for
But,
I would
but
hope Victor and Christine would not be. I don't know why. I just feel like they wouldn't be. Or,
no,
on the
Victor definitely gives. Yeah, for sure.
man. But yeah, that's all
Yeah.
I got for Chris and Jess. Sharonda, we didn't talk about the love triangle yet, but I know you want to save that till the end.
Oh, what wasn't there another couple that didn't make it? Like the girl that got glue in her eye or something. It's,
So they
Oh,
said
Elisa.
Miguel.
Oh, can I am I allowed to say something for 5 minutes? Well, I'm
You
not going to
said
speak
you
for five
put
minutes.
nail glue in your eye, but what?
Sharonda and Ainsley, what is the point of having contestants in the Meet the Cast videos if you will not actually show them in the season? Like Dynasty was mentioned 2 times by Tyler, never showed up. All these other contestants, Elisa, shown once because of the nail glue or whatever in her eye, never in the pods.
who the hell is Miguel?
Oh wait, I don't even know him. Oh yeah,
That's
Miguel.
the
Wait.
dude she got engaged to.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's what she was
Oh,
engaged to.
oh wow. No,
I
no
don't
clue.
know who that man is.
I don't know. And the dude with the hair, Harmon or whatever his name was, like with the crazy haircut. I can't remember, Sean. I guess yeah, you know more than me. But like
Yeah, I don't know.
it's weird. Like it's kind of weird. Like they look like they might have been more interesting than what we got. I don't know.
Probably. I wonder when they're editing, is it like they're only focusing on the people that made it out?
Yeah, I guess in a way. And then it would add more time to the pods, and we're not trying to stay in the pods this long. Yeah, okay, maybe it is a good thing. But I was mad because Dynasty seemed cool. So
Yeah, the pods stress me out.
yeah, they did. And I think we talked about all the other engaged couples, no? I think we did. Yeah.
We did it. Let's talk about this love triangle.
This is
Oh,
your favorite, Sharonda.
Because I just hate that this had to be my people.
us.
Like, couple things, okay? Tyler, I know that you are loving this like attention that you're getting, but like I really hope that you've learned like maturity since like what happened because the whole thing with Kavan, like I was Kavan annoying? Yeah, absolutely. But I do appreciate him like being honest because he is picking like the person that he's gonna spend the rest of his life with. And
Mhm,
you're on a show where people have multiple connections, right? And you
mhm.
just want to make sure that you're like that you're making the right choice.
Right.
But the way that Tyler was like manipulating him into like, oh, you my girlfriend, like, are we boyfriend?
Bullying him.
Like,
It's not even
like
manipulating. You are bullying him.
I'ma
Yeah.
leave. So like, it could force like a whole thing. I was just like, she just looks so immature, and I love how
Hmm.
Kia like carried herself because
Hmm.
it was just like at the end of the day, like Kia knew what show that she signed up for, and I feel like even like Kavan, is it Kavan or Kevin?
It's Kevin, but it's spelled with an A.
Okay, Kevin.
That pissed me off too, but whatever.
Yeah,
But
like
whatever.
Steven with an A. All these A's, yeah, red flags.
I
And
kept calling him Kavan.
I thought it was Kavan.
Kivan. I don't know.
And
The girls were calling him Kevin, so I figured it's
Yeah, they
Kevin.
were calling him Kevin.
and when I go to Tyler's page, it's just giving you just wanted attention. And
Her
even
mom,
Oh,
her mom tried to come for me in the comments, and I blocked her because I don't go back and forth with people, mama.
wait, are you serious, Ainsley?
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, what's the tea on that? I want to know.
Because I
yeah,
said that her daughter was a bully, and she
Good.
was trying to bully. I think that as a black woman, I support a black woman being sure in who she is, being, sure about what she wanted. But she definitely was trying to hijack his experience and make him move on her time frame. Granted, Kevin was very indecisive, and that is a whole nother conversation in and of itself. But just like magnifying her part of it, sister did a lot. She was doing a whole lot, like the getting up and storming out when he's not even like, you asked him about the connections. He's telling you about the connections. Granted, he's speaking in a way that almost sounds like he wanted Kia more. So I can understand how it's frustrating, but just all of these like pouty, weird things that she was doing, you came off like a bully. And that's what I said. But I also said I love the way that neither one of them tore each other down or let a man come in between them. I thought that I loved that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, Tyler does deserve the man that she feels that she's worthy of. But like, you were treating it as if you were going for a promotion, and not that, like, you weren't treating him like a human. You were treating him like a goal to be obtained, right? So her mom gets in my comments and she was like, "Y'all are so funny because y'all, my daughter was never gonna be a pick me and da da da." She wrote this whole long ass thing, but it's like, babes, your daughter was quite
Husband.
literally trying to force
Yeah.
somebody to pick her. So
Yeah. And I also feel like the Kia, okay, yes, Kia maybe handled it better than Tyler, but Tyler also was like playing with Kevin a little bit. The whole like redo, like, no, you can't
she
just
was
do
definitely
that.
being shady when they were in the women's quarters, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so too. But I'm with you. I think she was bullying Kevin, and that, Kevin, for as indecisive as he was, that doesn't give you an excuse to then like say like right now, make your decision, like yes or no. If you have to ask that question, then
You know
that's a
what the
problem.
answer is, and you're
Yeah.
intelligent enough to know that you know what the answer is. You just don't want that answer, so you're trying to force the answer that you want. That's what you're doing.
Yep. Yeah. And
And he's just so damn indecisive that it's just not working. Like,
Because
cause
he don't know
he-
who he is. Like, you
yeah,
can't pick the person you're gonna spend the rest of your life with when you don't even know who you are or what you want. And you can tell that he was intimidated by Kia. He's probably intimidated by because I've seen her.
Tyler.
Mhm.
No, I think he was intimidated by Kia.
Oh, not Tyler?
I
No,
think he was intimidated by both of them. I think he
I
ran into
think
two strong women and didn't know what the hell to do with that.
I think he felt like Tyler was more his speed, but I think that he was, but because Tyler was acting like a child the whole time, that's why he would have doubts about her. And then when he would see how mature and patient that Kia was, I think that's why he was more like that's why he was more attracted to her. But
Mhm.
there's nothing about Tyler that will make me feel like intimidated because she's so childish for all of her financial and career accomplishments. Like the fact that you come off as immature as you do, it overshadows all of that.
For
Like
sure.
Kia was poised, she was mature, even in the gifts that she gave him, the conversations that they had, like she
Hmm.
acknowledged that she understood his indecisiveness, and she had thoughtfulness behind the gifts that she gave him. Like
Yeah.
I just think that,
She affirmed him. Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm happy that Kia chose herself because she was
Me
gonna be
too.
pissed when she saw him anyway. But
Yeah.
and no, I mean, no offense to him. I'm sorry. That came off really mean. I really didn't mean it in that way. But I think for somebody like Kia, like that is not somebody to
Yeah. That's not what she. It wasn't gonna be, and it ain't no shade. It's just facts. Like,
yeah.
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 And it was also very telling that Kevin only gave a gift to Kia, right? He didn't give a gift to Tyler.
Mm-mm.
So I think he was ready for Kia more than he was for Tyler. So
I
when
think he
Tyler's like,
really liked Kia more. I
he
really
did.
do.
I
I
like
wish he
Kia more even from the conversation. I mean, Tyler is just so childish. It made her unlikable.
Yeah, and I really wish. Why did Kevin do that thing where he's like, um, "I'm ready for Kia, like I'm ready for everyone," or whatever he said. Like maybe I'm paraphrasing there, but it's just like, no, man, why didn't you just pick Kia in that moment? If you did, none of this would have mattered. Tyler would have been whatever, but you and Kia probably would have made it out of the pods if you didn't say that. And then
He
that
was
was the
so
final.
busy trying to be a good guy and not hurt
Yeah.
anybody's feelings.
Hmm.
And that's like what Kia's whole thing was. And Tyler's too is like, you knew what you signed up for. Like, you came here to date multiple people to try to find your spouse. So somebody was going to be on the short end of the stick. And just because you have to let somebody down in that way, you don't have to be ugly about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can still do it in a way that's respectful. But the fact that you couldn't make a decision and you're somebody who's supposed to be the leader of my house, my spouse, like, it's not giving that you're going to be able, like, if you can't even make a decision on this, imagine when we get into the thick of it. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? When there really needs to be a decision to make. And I think also, like, he was intimidated because then he gets to like comparing himself, well, I drive a beat up car and I don't, and it's like, I'm not asking you
Right.
for any of that. Like, I don't care about any of that because I got what I need. But I think that he just felt like he couldn't measure up. And that was the thing that was making him still hold out for Tyler, is that, like, how would I feel if my woman is more together than I am?
Mhm. Yeah, that's perfectly said. And
Wait,
also, I think,
who
oh,
said that they were annoyed?
why would you
Huh?
get engaged to someone that you publicly said annoys you? Wait, I'm trying to think who said that. Was it,
I
it
think
like
they're talking about Bree and whatchamacallit, because
Oh,
he's the only one that said that.
Bree and Connor, because Connor did
Yeah.
say like, oh, she just wouldn't shut up,
Yeah, and
or
he said in the pod, she annoys me, but she's good for me.
I mean, y'all, a lot of
oh,
men say that about their wives. I mean, I
right.
hate to. I'm just saying.
Man, yeah, these men are for the streets. It's terrible. Like,
We love their wives, but I mean, a lot of men, yeah. I'm just, yeah. I hope that Tyler got the attention that she needed because she's kind of like making fun of it, and I get it. Like maybe you feel like that's the easiest way to deflect, but it was definitely given like very like emotionally immature. Kevin's emotionally immature.
mm-hmm.
Like I honestly I think another reason Kia said no was just even watching how Tyler was like spiraling out of control over him.
Oh yeah.
It
Mm.
just made her realize like, hey, you know, maybe I don't like you like that because the way she carrying on, I'm
When
with
it's like, what is even making you? And I think that Tyler wanted Kevin more because she wanted to be chose over Kia. Because like all the little side comments and you know what I'm saying, like the little redo, like so what? Who like I don't know. I think that they both, even though they both spoke highly of each other, there was shady shit going on in the women's quarters. It
Yeah.
just is what it is. But it's like even if this was an attention thing for Tyler, when the next set of episodes come out, you're gonna be yesterday's conversation, babe. Like
Unless that pod reunion, whenever that happens, I'm very curious to see if they show up and stir the pot a little bit. I feel like that always kind of
yeah, I'm sure
happens.
they will.
I'm excited to see what happens.
I just want to see how they're gonna act when they like see him.
Why do you
Oh
why do
yeah.
you feel like Kevin's the villain?
I'm interested too, Shauna. I
I
don't know
I
that.
know people like I know people like Kevin who just overanalyze, overthink
Hmm.
situations all the time. Like I really think he genuinely was trying to figure out like who to pick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You agree it took just way too long. Like if it got to be all of this, then maybe you just need to go home.
Yeah,
But
he wasn't the villain. Nothing about what he did was malicious.
No.
He just was indecisive. And I think that he was trying to step out and do something new and do something different and he got into it and it was more than what he bargained for. I don't think
Mhm.
that he was a bad person. You could tell he wasn't trying to be like evil or vindictive. He just was indecisive. That doesn't make you a villain. It just makes you human. Like
Yeah,
he just
yeah,
was
and
indecisive.
and he didn't promise both of them. Yeah, you're my girlfriend.
Yeah.
He didn't even do that to Kia. He's like, my heart is saying I should
because
choose you,
yeah,
Kia.
like I think can I be honest? I just think it's stupid to do the whole "Will you be my girlfriend?" in the pies. It's
I
dumb as
think
hell.
it's dumb too,
I
Sharonda.
never
It's totally
understood
dumb.
it.
I think it,
Like
what's the point? Like, what's the reason?
to be engaged. Like we're
Well,
dating.
For Tyler, it was a label thing. I think she wanted
No,
that
she
stamp.
wanted to feel superior to Kia because let's be
Yes.
honest, she was Tyler was insecure about Kia because she saw Kia, she knew what Kia was about. Kia was always unfazed, and she wanted to feel like she won in that situation. Because
Yeah.
saying you asking me like to be my girlfriend when I know you're still choosing like trying to decide between two women, like that would not move me. I would actually be quite offended if you like asked me to be
Yeah.
your girlfriend and I know that you're still trying to decide between me and somebody else. Like it just made no sense. Like
No.
Whatsoever.
for you. It didn't
Yeah.
do nothing.
And it had nothing to do with her and Kevin. It was about her, like you said, trying to mark her territory, trying to prove that she was the more superior one. Because even if y'all claim to be boyfriend and girlfriend, if he still want to have dates with her, you can't you can't stop any of that. But yeah, Kia was just cool as the other side of the fan. Kia was fully aware, but I think that that's on being self-aware and doing the work, doing like the heavy lifting of figuring out who you are, working through your mess, understanding your ebbs and flows so that you know how to flow with somebody else. I think that Kia has done that work and Tyler and Kevin have not.
And just knowing, I think a part that a lot of people miss is knowing what you want in somebody that you want to be with. I think a lot of people ignore flags and stuff because they don't really know who they want their partner to be. Like, I know that for my husband, it's not going to be this hard decision on who
Yeah.
you want to choose. And I'm not going to beg anybody to be with me, right? So either
Right.
you like or you don't. I'm going to let you know I like you. I'm going to let you know I want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you how I feel once, but I'm not going to beg anybody to be with me.
Mm-mm.
No.
It's not.
Beg, barter, or any of that. Like,
I showed you attention. I reached out. I was the bigger person. I took lead. And if you don't want to like build on that, I'm done. I will remove myself. I'm
for
not
sure.
I'm not
Yeah.
know what I bring to the table. I know my worth. And if that's not enough for you, then we just weren't meant to be. And there's no hard feelings about it.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
But
very
you
mature, Sharonda.
but you see these people like Mike and Emma, like I'm never gonna choose if I know I want kids. So if someone's telling me, hey, I don't want kids, hey, I think you're a really cool person, but there's nothing more for us to talk about.
Right.
If you tell me you have no interest in finding out your identity, hey, I need to be with someone who knows who they are. And the fact that you don't even want to go figure out who you are, that tells me a lot. I don't want to be with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially with pre-existing health conditions, because I would want to know I would want to know where I came from just off of the sense of knowing everything that I could be facing moving
Sure.
forward. You
Sure.
know what I mean? Like, if for nothing else than for yourself. But I do think I agree. I don't think a lot of these people go into the pods really knowing what they want. They just know that they want to be with someone. They know
Yeah.
they want to be married. And what that looks like or what that partner looks like changes depending on who's on the other side of the wall or how much time they have left on the clock. Because Emma switched up, like straight up. She wasn't gonna choose him at
No.
all. Yeah,
And about what they talk like, I just feel like I do feel like Vic and Christine was having in-depth conversations,
for
Oh yeah.
sure.
but I just feel like a lot of people like I mean, they talking about the easy stuff, like, yeah, you want kids and this and that. Like that's like job interview level, surface level type of stuff, right?
Right.
I don't know.
And
I
if I'm sitting in a pod with you for hours on end, I feel like we should go a little deeper than that.
It has to be, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like that's what you get on a cover letter, right? It's like I want kids, I want a family, but like what's beyond the cover letter? Like you
Right.
have
Exactly.
are you qualified to be a life partner? Like you know?
Yeah, because I would even asking somebody like Alex, like, hey, I get that you like to move a lot, but that's just like a little weird that for someone who wants to pick up and go every 5 seconds, that you would even want to be married because we have kids and stuff. Like you can't there's no picking up and moving
And
with
just
kids.
moving.
That's right. That's
So
so
And
true,
like,
also
Sharon.
that lack of being able to like plant roots and be stable.
yeah, it
That
gives
makes
Hmm.
me feel like, okay, well, do you even know how to be a partner? Like,
what are you running away from? It feels like you're constantly running away from something. So
yeah.
Hmm.
I just feel like a lot of these people just ask very surface level things. And like even him saying I've never been with a woman of color before. You ain't never asked nobody what their dating history was. Like, I mean,
That blows my mind every time I hear it.
love is blind, but I do need to know, like, hey, like, have you experienced different cultures? Like, what type of like ethnicity of people have you dated? Like, that's
Right.
be something that I ask you. I don't need to know what your ethnicity is, but I
That's
do
true.
want to know, like, have you dated other ethnicities? Are you open to dating other ethnicities?
Yeah. What does your lens of life look like? What do
Yeah.
you see through? Are you open? You know what I mean? Because if he would have said to me, I've never dated a woman of color in the year of our Lord 2026.
Like you have to call it there. Like yeah, and I know that producers probably don't want them to ask those kind of questions because it could be leading, but you can ask it in a way that's not leading. You can say, like, in this day and age, what have you typically gone for in the past,
Right.
or like, what are
Right.
your thoughts on interracial relationships, things like that, and whether they take it as, oh, this person is like a person of color or not, it shouldn't matter. That the questions I don't like are the ones it's like where they do get a little bit more physical because then they start talking about their features, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
that you shouldn't do, but you should, like Sharonda said, ask, hey, what are your thoughts and your stance on dating outside of your race? And
Yeah.
you don't
Even
have to
like
say your race.
what's like your love language? Like, are you physical? Because like if I would have asked Devontae, what's your love language? And he said physical touch, and then when we meet, you're not touching me, then that will let me know
Mhm.
there's a disconnect somewhere because I asked you what your preference was, like as far as your love language, and what you told me it was exactly what you're not doing to me. So
Right.
there's a problem.
So I know that something's wrong. But actually, she said physical touch was her love language, which is why she was having an issue with like the fact that he wasn't doing that. And he was trying to make it seem like, oh, well, I'm hot. And because I'm hot, I don't want to be touched. No, you're just not attracted to her. You're not attracted to her like that. Like anytime they kissed or any affection, she always led the charge on. So
Hmm.
it's like, she's not a dumb girl. You know what I'm saying? She's clearly picking up on that. And but it all goes back to like y'all connected over this idea of having a family, and every time we heard y'all pod conversations it was about, oh, when we have kids, I'm gonna let you do this, and it was always that. Like there was never any other conversation of actually vetting each other and getting to know each other. So I think she just is finding out in real time,
Yeah.
the things that she could have been asking in the pods.
Yeah.
And I did find it very telling that they were the only couple who got engaged in the pods where there was maybe 2 scenes with them together dating in the pods. And then there was a montage of stuff we didn't see. And I'm like, wait, why are y'all cutting to the chase so quickly on
Yeah,
both
yeah,
of them? And I think it's because, like you said, he's like, they didn't go beyond that. Hey, you want kids? I do. Great. All right. Will you marry me? Like, come on.
Yeah.
that's it. Like, and then
I
the grandparent thing, like that was really all we
Oh,
saw.
yep. Yep.
yeah, I just think that they need to shorten the pods. I'm sick of watching I almost feel like maybe give me 3 episodes a week too, because that whole 6 episode stuff. That's why I never review. I mean, I don't review nothing right now, but that's
Shonda, you're on the red carpet. You're too busy, being the queen of the carpet
Girls are booked
here.
and busy.
I'm not finna like break down 6 episodes either, and I don't really want to see like because how many episodes was actually Cabo? Like an episode and a half.
It was an episode. Actually, yeah, maybe an episode and a half. Yes.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't want to see all these like the pods no more than 3 episodes.
I also hate how long the reveals are too. Like
Oh my gosh,
when
they
they're just
drag it
sitting
out.
there doing all that fucking kissing, it like I don't know why the sound of kissing makes my skin crawl, but it
Oh,
just
so
is
you didn't
like
like Alex and Ashley's, huh?
I was 10 seconds. Like, please get me out of here. Like, this is freaking me out. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know
was.
what it is, but I hate like the sound of kissing.
So,
Yeah.
so they say I think we're underestimating the value of a person wanting children. I mean,
Well,
Well, we're not underestimating it. We're actually saying that all they did was base their relationship off of wanting children, and what
right.
we're seeing in real time is that was the only thing that they based their relationship off of, and now they don't really actually like each other. They don't
well,
really actually, you know what I mean?
I kind of also look at this like the thing is like people want kids, but I don't think people understand how important that is. You know what I mean? I do think we kind of underestimate like people wanting children cuz I think also too like I've had friends who didn't want children because of bad relationships that they've been in. Like people have been in
Sure.
so many bad relationships. I mean, um you see videos of women like crying they uh because they feel like they're not getting any support. Like to
Hmm.
me, I'm not just going to ask you like if I'm dating someone to marry, I'm going to ask you do you want kids, but I'm also going to ask you what does the role of a father look like parenting
Perfect.
to
Perfect
Yeah,
question. Yeah.
like
yeah,
you like what are mother and father duties when it comes to parenting and actually taking care of a child? Like
hmm,
are you gonna change diapers? Are you gonna get up? Are you gonna feed the baby? Are you gonna take
right,
the baby to their stuff? Like that's the type of questions that you really should be asking people in a dating stage because that's gonna tell you a lot about who they are as a person and who
yeah,
be as a partner, right?
yeah,
Like people say, "Hey, do you want kids?" Yes or no. But like, okay, yes, I want kids. Okay, so like, what do you think the role of a father looks like?
yeah. Like, what does that look like for you as a father? Like, you know what
Even
I mean?
even household, what do woman, like wife and husband roles look like you to you in the house? Are you gonna
Hmm.
Right.
cook? Do you know how to cook? Like I feel
Do
like
you believe in
That's an important
traditional
question.
gender roles? Yeah, for
yeah, like
sure.
more women should be asking, do you know how to cook? Like if something were to happen to me, are we just gonna starve to death? Because like I'm the only person that cooks.
Hmm.
It's
Even
true.
washing dishes. Do you believe in cleaning? Do you believe in doing laundry? Do you
Right.
A lot
Right.
of people don't talk about this stuff in dating. Like a lot of people, I got into an argument dating someone one time because we were arguing about whether or not our imaginary kids would have jobs. And I wanted my kids to have jobs, and he didn't want his kids
Yeah.
to have jobs.
He did it.
Whole argument. He didn't. He was some people, millennial parents are really like, because I didn't have everything, I want my kids to be able to do this and that. And as someone who grew up a privileged child, I see the problem with that. And I know the stumbles that I had because I was given everything. So I have a
Hmm.
different viewpoint on what kids actually need to survive adulthood.
I
Hmm.
agree.
But I don't think people aren't having these conversations while dating, and that's why divorce looks high. This is why people don't want kids, because they never ask their potential spouse,
Hmm.
do you even plan on changing diapers? Do you even plan on helping with transport with kids? Do you even feel like you should cook, clean, do all these things, or am I going to be the person who is basically playing the role of a maid and not the
Or
role?
why do you want kids? That's the other thing too, because a child doesn't validate your relationship, and a
No.
child doesn't fix the parts of you that's broken. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's the other thing too. But I don't even think it should. I don't necessarily think we're underestimating the value of having kids. And I honestly like that there are people in these pods that don't want kids, because I think that when you think of love and marriage, you automatically assume that it's supposed to be like, and then we have a baby in a baby carriage. I don't want kids, but not because of anything in my past that has scorned me. I just do not want kids. That is not something that I see for myself. I think that it's a selfless job. It's a beautiful job, but
Hmm.
that's not what I want for myself. I think that I'm not a person who thinks that my child is an extension of my legacy. When that baby grows up to become their own person, then they get to grow up and do whatever it is and live their life, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
people who, I don't know, I just feel like it's just different. And I don't think that, and I think that if it is about having kids, there should have been a deeper conversation. And as it pertains to Devontae and Brittany, I don't think that it should have been. I think that they just got too wrapped up in the fantasy of what having kids would look like.
And that happens in the pods more often than I think we see
Yeah.
on TV. Like they plan out the imaginary life, and it sounds good, but realistically, they're in their 30s. They should know that not everything is rose-colored glasses. It's not going
Right.
to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. There's a beauty and a blessing in the burden, of course, but it's not going to be something that is going to bring you every single day satisfaction. It's hard. It's a hard
Absolutely.
job.
It's a
So
hard job.
they really don't get down to brass tacks enough in the pods. I agree.
And that's what I'm saying, because that's the type of questions I would be asking. Like, what do you want to do career wise, right? Like,
Mhm.
what do your finances look like? How much debt are you in? How much like student loans? Like, are you planning on going back to school?
These are the questions.
Like that?
These are the questions.
Like, do they have a mugshot? Like things like that. You know?
Like us.
I love you, Shonda.
Us sitting here like romanticizing what our lives would look like together for 9 days does nothing. Like Emma, like he wouldn't have been surprised that Emma was not a tidy person if you would have been asking those questions. So now you're shocked and bewildered about the fact that sister do not pick up about herself. You done tripped over her shoes, but you didn't ask those questions. What does your house look like? What is your cleaning routine? You know what I'm saying?
Let's be honest, people will lie about that. I mean, I would tell people
That's true.
I have
Oh,
cleaners.
not me. I can't lie to you about it because listen,
Yeah,
I know
I mean,
you're a clean. You're clean. You know you
for the
got this,
most
Ainsley.
part, but sometimes my
Proud of you.
house can look like a dungeon. You know what I mean?
I just
And
by myself, but
I
like,
can thrive in that. So
yeah, I just, yeah, I can't wait to see next week what y'all think. But I gotta do an interview that I'm late for now, and I gotta pee.
You are so booked. I'm so proud of you,
I
Sharonda. For real,
know
I'm so proud of you.
we
Thank you.
love that for you, girl. This
Um,
was fun though.
It
I had
was.
a good time, and I feel like we're gonna have an even better time next week.
Let's
Um,
go.
I just want to like, hey y'all, please follow Real James and LadyLBish on social, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all them books, all them social media platforms. I hope that y'all are having the most amazing Valentine's Day ever. I do want to thank both of y'all for taking time on Valentine's Day to come spend time with me.
Of
'Cause
course.
y'all could have been anywhere else in the world, but you just decided to come spend these few moments with me today.
You
And
see what I'm saying?
Sharonda, I'd take 2 hours to spend with you any day. Come on, you know?
For real.
I love y'all, and I can't wait for us to chat next week about the next batch of episodes. So y'all make sure y'all
Absolutely.
catch up. We'll be back at the same time. Hopefully, if that changes, I'll make sure that I tell you guys. But wash your hands, wash your ass, and be nice to somebody because it don't cost you nothing to be nice to nobody. And I need y'all to go follow these two amazing individuals on social because you will absolutely love their content.
I'm gonna go follow you, James, for sure. I'm
I
gonna do
actually
that.
subscribed to you before the live started too, so I
Period.
got you.
I love connecting everybody. We don't, Chris is a celebrity now, so I don't know where Chris.
Oh, he's doing like the Fandango Rotten Tomatoes thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he's famous now.
Okay, period. Booked and busy.
I'm
About
proud of him.
us, but hopefully he'll join us next week. I don't know where his little side missions have taken him today. He might got a little boo thing that he's spending the day with. I don't
He
know.
might be laid
I
up.
wonder.
He probably laid up right now. Knowing him, he laid up. Okay. But we send him love from here, and maybe that he won't be laid up next week so he can join us.
Yeah, that's right.
I hope y'all have a happy Valentine's Day. And if you want to get your backbone out, that you get your backbone out, twisted upside down in a pretzel. And if you don't, then I hope you just enjoy your day like I'm gonna enjoy my day today.
Let's go,
But
Sharonda.
Period.
I love y'all, and I hope that everyone feels better because like these sicknesses going around is out here is real.
They're going
Mhm.
around and it's ghetto.
It's very.
But
Yeah.
we love you. Thank you. And until next time.
See y'all
Love
next
you guys.
Bye.
y'all.
Bye, y'all.